What up, Raider Nation? It's your boy G underscore Money Raiders, aka Galen, coming back to you with another edition of my take of our Oakland Raiders, who lost today's game against the Dallas Cowboys, 20-17, in a game in which they should have won. But I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Y'all know how I do. Talk about the offense, defense, and special teams of the game. Get to coaching later on as well. Offense. Our quarterback, he fucking sucked. Viewer discretion advised. Our offense fucking sucked, and our quarterback fucking sucked. Because the fact of the matter of it is he starts off the fucking first half fucking, I don't know where the fuck his brain is, which way he's throwing the ball, how the way he's throwing the ball, or whatever. He fucking went 2 games in a row in which he doesn't score a single point in a fucking half. Now, mind you, I understand Tavecchio missed the field goal in the first half, which would have gave them 3 going into the half. But the fact of it is you got a quarterback that's getting paid $125 million and he can't fucking take his team down the field. Come on, man. I understand Tom Brady been in here longer, but Tom Brady at least can throw to receivers and throw it where they can get open. At least he can do that. Our quarterback seems as if he can't get it. He can't throw it. He can't find his way to throw the ball right. I don't understand how the way that this team has gone off the deep end, the way they've gone off the deep end. How they've fallen off from 12-4 and now they're at 6-8. So you mean to tell me that you're going to let the 49ers come up and these last 2 games they win and you lose 2 games, you're going to have the same record as the 49ers? And you're going to give them a head start. They went 0-10 or 0-9 and still came back to catch up with you. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I mean, this team has lost its goal when it came down to the fact of Jack Del Rio lost his team. For everybody that was wanting Jack to fire Ken Norton, the defense looks good, but a lot of players, it's something going on that's not being said in that locker room, to which the defense has finally turned it around. The defense has done what it's supposed to do. Yeah, they going to come together as a team in the end. Yeah, they are. They going to live and die and come together as a team. But for whatever reason, for whatever deal that went down and what's going on, this team this year did not come together. Now, I know a lot of injuries and stuff played a part, but every team has injuries. So that doesn't, that doesn't come up to me. But for this team to be the way it was last year, winning those games that they should have lost, was showing me how mature that they were coming along and how everybody was coming along in this particular season. But from the beginning of OTAs, if y'all look at it, this team has been bad. With the hurt from Amari Cooper, with Penn holding out, with them not running Marshawn in the preseason at all to get a feel of what it's going to be like, really, to not really going out and getting your rookie, your 2 rookie defensive first round, second round picks being hurt for the season. I mean, but they were on defense. That doesn't require for offense. Because offensively, you had everybody that you had last year. The only difference is, what's the name is not back there? Murray. So I don't understand how you go from 12 to 6 so far. You've lost 6 games so far this year compared to last year. That you won last year in the 4th quarter. And I understand you pull those games out. I can't stand when everybody try to sit and say that, oh, he pulled those games out last year because we're going into the 4th quarter and he pulled them out. Okay. That's what teams do in the 4th quarter when they're behind and they're trying to come and win when they're in position to come and win the game. That's what they do. You come and you win. You have a quarterback that can bring you back. That's been going on since the beginning of time of football. Not every team just sits up and have offenses where they can blow everybody out from the gates, and when their offense don't have to worry about nothing like that. I understand that. I really do. but not this year. This year, this team should have really progressed tremendously this year. But as you can see, our quarterback has regressed tremendously. And I feel like the reason he has done the way he has done is because he's trying, one, not to be like his brother, get sacked so much. Two, he's too busy trying to hurry up and get the ball out to prevent from getting hit. And number three, he finally decided to run the ball, which obviously showed it helped. But then at the same time, when he ran the ball, he made a bum-ass decision of just instead of just running out of bounds and taking the ball out of bounds to live another play, he tries to fucking stretch out to the pylon. And you fumble the ball back into the end zone for a touchback, and Dallas gets the ball, and the game ends that way. Really? I mean, every football player should know that. That if I can't reach the pylon, let me not reach out, because if it falls out of my hand and goes in the end zone, it's a touchback. I mean, you've been around football long enough, Derek Carr, to know that. You just eat the ball, man. Just run out of bounds and eat the ball. Running-wise, we did pretty decent. We still could have did a little bit better than what we did running. But that's because due to the fact that we have an offensive line that is used to running a power running game and not a zone running game. That's just what it boils down to. That's why he's not getting what he's getting, and we're not doing what we were doing last year because we decided to get cute for Derek. Well, you know what? It's time to stop getting cute for Derek. It's time for somebody to come in, step in, and tell Derek, this is what I want you to do. Look at this progression, look at this progression, look at this progression, and then get out. Trust your offensive line will protect you, period. Because he's not going through his progressions. Because if you look at the game, 1-2 throw, 1-2 throw. He ain't going through. He just see what he wants to throw, and that's where he's throwing it to. And then if they don't catch it, if they intercept it or they don't get it, it's like, or he's going this way. Oh, I thought you were doing this, so I threw it this way because I thought you were doing this. No, if you just wait and see, you have plenty of time to wait and see what Crabtree was going to do. But yeah, you throw the ball all the way out. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. That's pretty much what I have for the offense because they got me on steam right now. Defensively, they did decent. They did decent. Yeah, they gave up 20 points, but they gave up 20 points due to the fact of a couple of players, like I said, that's not normally in the game. Because had we had our normal people in the game, Conley and Obi Melifonwu, maybe some of this stuff, they're getting the game, prep and game conditioning and game set so that they know what they're supposed to do considering when they would be in the game. I can't believe that Sean Smith has been like one of our best cornerbacks so far. Even though he did get burnt by Dez Bryant in the end on one of those plays. But I'm going down and saying this, y'all. The referees piss me off because I don't understand how you take a piece of paper to look and see if the paper touches. If you don't see it, you just call it fourth down, go the other way. Period. It don't look like it's over past the links like the way it's supposed to be. If the nose of the ball, you don't see it past the link, it's fourth down, turnover on downs, period. You don't use no piece of paper to go in there. Ain't no rule say you use a paper to go in there. What type of shit is that? I'm telling y'all, them referees, some of them calls that they did was good. Some of them were good. But a lot of them calls, I'm telling y'all, I still think it was over the fact that they were mad and were pissed because Gabe Jackson did not get suspended for hurting one of their other referees who ended up in the hospital. I'm telling you. Because people are emotional and people don't forget. You may not have a bias against the Raiders, but at the same time, you can be like, oh, I'm going to call this. Oh, I seen it this way. Oh, I didn't see that. Because I'm going to tell y'all, there was 4 times on that last drive that Dallas went on that their left tackle that was going against Bruce Irvin false started 4 straight times. And if you don't believe me, go back and look at that game in the end when Dallas was on that last drive and Dallas turned around and was driving down the field and their left tackle was starting off false start in that last few drives of Dallas's possession. Go back and look at it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And they did not call not one false start on that guy. Not one. Special teams, Trevecchio, you whack, bro, for missing that field goal. You get paid to make field goals, period. That's what you get paid for. So now I understand and see why a lot of teams don't go with left-foot kickers. They go with right-footed kickers. I'm starting to understand it now. And I think it's time for us to move on with you and go find a right-foot kicker. And, you know, him and Marquette can go work on the offseason and getting used to him, you know, coming from the using a right-footed kicker. I just think it's time to go get a right-footed kicker. Because these left-footed kickers kicking the ball from a certain angle is, no, it's not working for us anymore. Not. I don't want Sebastian back. I don't want Trevecchio back. It's time to go find a kicker, period. So, 59. Yeah, I don't want to forget about you because you messed up because you took Cordell Patterson's first kick return that we ain't had since 2011 or 2012. Since we had a kickoff return for a touchdown. You got that taken away from him for a faulty holding call that you were way away from the play from. I don't get it. How you tackle the dude. Really, really don't understand how you tackle the dude. Really? You whack for that, bro. You whack. Coaching. It's time for Del Rio to let Todd Downing go. I just don't see him coming back because when y'all look at the formations, when y'all look at the plays they running, it's the same old fucking plays. It's the same old fucking plays. I don't care what nobody say. Look at that. The same old fucking plays. So, it's time to get some new blood in here. Period. So, our season is over with. It was a good football season. Got to get ready for next year. So, I want to see the Raiders go out and get some wide receiver number one, more cornerbacks, defensive tackle, left tackle, and right tackle. Go and find some more people. Those are the 4 things I want them to go look at in this offseason to fix this team, to get this team solidified and really ready so that Derek can feel comfortable in the line and could just stare down the field and look down the field, period. Because you don't already paid him to be on this team for 5 years. So he's going to be the quarterback going into Vegas. But I'm going to tell you right now, you keep doing what you're doing next year, next season, you ain't going to have nobody want to come see you in Vegas. You ain't going to have nobody want to come see you in Vegas. Because if the quarterback keep regressing the way he's regressing, Las Vegas is going to be just where it is, a desert in that stadium. Ain't nobody want to come see you. So, like and subscribe to your boy's page. Y'all know how I do it. Comment, thumbs up. So, I'm a little upset. I'm a little angry at this team right now. But this is your boy G_Money Raiders signing out with our Oakland Raiders losing today 20-17 to the Dallas Cowboys.